Once upon a time, on the sparkling shores of Coral Bay, there lived a cheerful little crab named Coco. Now, Coco was known for his curious nature and love for collecting shiny objects from the beach. One day, while exploring near a tide pool, Coco found an old glass bottle stuck between the rocks. Inside the bottle was a scroll with golden writing. He pulled it out and read aloud to the brave heart who finds this message. A secret island awaits beyond the blue mist. Follow the map, unlock the path, and discover the hidden heart of the sea. Coco's eyes sparkled with excitement. A secret island, a treasure, I'm going. Before he set off, he decided to share his discovery with his best friend, Leela the seahorse. She was thrilled for an adventure, so together they set off to explore. First, they followed the map through the coral forest. It was a magical place where tall coral heads swayed in the current like dancers, and colorful fish peeked from behind the coral branches. Suddenly, a gentle but deep voice called out, "Who dares enter the coral forest?" It was Max, the guardian octopus, with 8 scrolls floating around him. To pass, Max said, "You must solve a riddle." He waved a tentacle and recited, "I have no voice, but I can roar. I have no teeth, but I can bite. I have no legs, but I can run. What am I?" Coco thought hard. Then seeing the movement of the water, he shouted, "A wave." Max smiled and let them pass. Next, they swam into the blue mist. This was a foggy area where the sunlight faded and strange shadows danced. Coco and Leela held on to each other for support. Then suddenly, glowing eyes appeared, hundreds of them. But they weren't monsters. They were glowfish, tiny fish that lit up the sea. The glowfish parted, making a path for them through the mist. And when the mist cleared, they saw something amazing. They had reached a huge, sleeping turtle island. It wasn't a real island. It was Tulu, the ancient sea turtle, who had been resting for 100 years. The map glowed, and the symbol on it matched the pattern on Talu's shell. Could this be the secret island? Leela whispered. As they approached, Talu slowly opened his eyes and yawned. "Only those with pure hearts can awaken me." He lifted his heavy shell to reveal an underwater cave beneath him. Coco and Leela swam inside and found a rock monolith. On top of it was a crystal shaped like a star that pulsed with light and music. As they watched, the crystal floated into the air and began to sing, "Kindness is the key. Bravery sets you free. Friendship lights the sea. The treasure is you and me." The crystal spun and sent waves of color into the ocean, turning the reef brighter and more beautiful than ever before. Coco and Leela emerged from the cave with the glowing crystal. When Talu saw it, he smiled. "You have brought balance back to the sea. The treasure is not gold or jewels or even this crystal. The real treasure is the joy of discovery, the courage to care for others, and most of all, the love of friendship." With that, Talu released a final burst of energy, bathing the reef in brilliant light before diving back down into his slumber. Coco and Leela returned to Coral Bay, where all their friends gathered to hear their exciting tale. From that day on, the whole reef was filled with song and dance. Every night, the stars above twinkled like the heart of the sea, reminding everyone that real magic lives in kindness, adventure, and the brave little crab named Coco. And so the legend of Coco and the secret island was passed down through the generations of sea creatures in Coral Bay. A tale of bravery, friendship, and the magic that happens when you follow your dreams.